What's up? You got your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe. Cause today we're gonna be talking about, is Acid Pro in Vegas the same? OMG! The audio program Acid Pro and its counterpart Vegas Pro is basically one and the same. The same exact program. This can't be true. Or is it? Did Dyreck once again solve one of the greatest mysteries known to man? Well, sort of. But it's actually true. Acid Pro and Vegas Pro are almost identical when it comes to workflow. The thing is, Acid Pro came out in 1998 as a DAW by a group called Sonic Foundry, and they basically wanted to make a simple DAW. Even if you didn't know how to play an instrument, you could basically create music with it, create compositions with it. So they made it almost like a paint program for music. And give it a year later, they introduced another DAW, and that was actually Vegas Pro. And the funny thing is, when Vegas first came out, it was actually an audio editing software. It took them about a couple years to the 2.0 version to come out for them to switch it to video editing. But even with its video editing, you still had plugins, you still had all the audio editing capabilities you could ever want in a DAW. Now, the workflow of Acid Pro is like this. You would take a sound, a WAV file, or an MP3 or something like that, and you drag it and drop it on the Acid Pro grid. And it has a cool feature they call the Beat Mapper Wizard, where if you don't know the BPM of your song, this can find the BPM of your song. Or even if it doesn't find the exact BPM of your song, it will come up with a close enough BPM. And what that would do is that it would make it easy now for any other sound, loop, one shot you bring into the project to sync with the file you already have in the project, with the WAV or MP3 file you already have with it. So that's a come in Acid Pro. You would see guys back in the days, just loop things together, have a bunch of sound loops together, and, loop them up, put the loop region on them, and play them and just be good to go. Everything would be in sync and everything would sound pretty much nice. So add that along with the menu heading on the top, everything is pretty much there for you. Anything you want. If you want to insert an audio track, okay, even if you didn't know anything about the program, you would know enough to say, hey, let me go to insert. Okay, here's an audio track. Oh, okay, there it is. I inserted an audio track. You would say, oh, let me see if I want to change my audio interface. Let me think. I don't know, maybe go to options and, oh, it has something that says preferences down here. And when you click it, oh, audio device. Oh, I guess I can click here and change my audio interface. So everything with Acid Pro was just so intuitive, and that's why folks love it. Now, the version of Acid Pro I'm working on is Acid Pro 11, the latest one, but the workflow pretty much works with all of them. And the funny thing is, it works with Vegas Pro also. Just like on Acid Pro, when you drop in a file, it's gonna ask you, okay, do you want to set the video settings to match this media, to match the project media? Just like how Acid Pro asked you the beat mapping question. You could say yes, you could say no, and once you do that, the programs are almost identical. You see on Vegas, it has the menu bars on top. If you want to insert a track, you click insert, and you can insert an audio track. You can insert a video track, just like you would an audio track on Acid Pro. If you wanted to check out your audio interface, go to options, click down the menu, go to audio device, where you can change your interface and you can put whatever interface you want. So Acid Pro and Vegas are very similar. Vegas has its quick tools, like as far as the different styles of mouse pointers you have and everything. It has it on the bottom of the screen, while Acid Pro keeps theirs on the top of the screen. The only real difference between the two DAWs is, since Acid Pro is a music DAW, you know, you have the BPM over here where you can change the BPM and everything like that. Vegas, you can change the BPM on Vegas, but it's a little different. You actually got to go to about 2 menus and change the BPM of the project. But everything else is pretty much identical. Acid Pro, if you want to go to your plugins, there's a couple ways to do it. I mean, you can do it from the track and just click the track effects, and then all the plugins in here pop up. And what does these plugins do? Who knows? I'll press something like this compressor VST plugin. I don't know what the heck the thing does. I know it's a compressor, you know. I'll click OK. The compressor will pop up. And now if I want to compress my sound, I'll just start moving the knobs and see what happens to my music as I do it. And if I like it, I'll keep it. But for Vegas, it pretty much works the same way. Now, since I'm dealing with a video software, if I want a video plugin, click event effects at the bottom of the video track, the bottom right of the video track. Click that, and all of a sudden, all my video plugins pop up. You know what I'm saying? Choose one. Do I know what they do? I don't know. Choose one. Let's choose defocus. Double click on that. Let me click the screen, and here's the controls for the video focus stuff. Do I know what it does? No. I'm gonna just mess around with the knobs and see how it affects my video. And if I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'll discard it. But the same way you can manipulate the audio plugin controls on Acid, you do the same thing with the video plugin controls on Vegas. So it's pretty much the same software. Now, there's a little bit of differences. You know, like, since Acid Pro is for music production, there's certain things on music theory you should know to help you along the way. And the same thing with Vegas. Since it's video production, there's certain things about video production you should know to help you along the way. But basically, it's the same concept. And I think it was pretty cool for the Sonic Foundry guys back in the days to put it together like this, because if you know Acid Pro and you can really work your way around Acid Pro, you basically know how to work your way around the Vegas software, and vice versa. If you're a savant on video editing and you're thinking, man, I wish I really knew music production, you pretty much know how to work a music production software, because you would pretty much know how to work Acid Pro. You just would have to put your music theory concepts into play. So is Magic's Acid Pro and Magic's Vegas Pro walking hand in hand? I think so. Check them out and see for yourself. The links is in the description. So this is your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe. And I'm signing off.